Let's get this party started, okay? And once you start doing it, it's going to become logical. A hero will do something even if they're afraid to do it. They have fear, but they do it anyways. 10 at night or midnight to like 6 a.m. Those are the times they don't want you to legally park there at night. I want you to go into it, okay, without fear because you're not going to die. Hi, everyone. I'm in my front seat. I want you to watch this all the way through, okay? I want you to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and leave a comment. Just do it right now. Leave me a little heart or something, or emoji. We all can have an emoji war. I've been leaving a lot of different emojis. Let me know. Give me one that represents you, okay? Shall we go? Let's go. I'm going to answer some questions. And I have one. My first one is from Lisa, Nomad Wander, and she wants to know, I work remote and cannot afford Starlink. Will I have to travel from Quartzsite to get service? Well, if you work remote, your best bet during January is to get your work done early morning when a lot of people are still going to be sleeping. Whenever people are going to be sleeping, that's your best bet if that can happen. Because in January, 250,000 people descend upon Quartzsite, and the towers cannot handle all that is coming through. Everybody wants service. And then you have a lot of people that are going to be streaming movies while they're there, enjoying their lives, and it's just clogged up. If you go into the library or you go to like McDonald's or places like that, I think there's a Whataburger there, it's going to be clogged. It's all going to be clogged up. You mentioned Starlink. I have Starlink. I have the equipment. I have the dish. And it's $150 for me to get it going even for 1 month. I have a more of a portable dish. Let me just explain this. I know this doesn't have anything to do with your question because you say you can't afford it. Well, neither can I at this point. So it's sitting in my storage in Tucson. I think I'm going to sell it when I go back. I'm going to sell it. So, anyways, yeah. But what happens is if with Starlink, this is the way it used to be. If an RV, a regular RV, if they mounted the dish onto their RV, for some reason, I don't know why, they got top priority of service coming through from the satellites. Mine was portable because I mean I'm not gonna set a Starlink dish up on my on my minivan. So yeah, I found Starlink. If you really have to have it and you don't mind paying for it, go for it. But I'm usually, for me, I'm in town. Most times I'm in town, and I don't, I'm not going to spend the money just to use it every once in a while. And if you do buy it for a month, it's for that month. If you, if you canceled it, maybe they changed, but if you canceled it, you couldn't start it up until a month later. I don't know why they wanted to do that. I think they were trying to make it as difficult as possible. But yeah, that's going to be an issue for you if you're working online. Okay, I hope that answered it. Yeah, it probably wasn't the answer you wanted to get. Now, then you say, is there a Planet Fitness nearby? No, not real close. There is one in Lake Havasu, and that's an hour away. Now, uh, if you wanted to know because of showers, there's plenty of showers in Quartzsite. Main Street Library, Main Street Laundromat, they have showers, and they're not real fancy, but they're good. And I do like Main Street Laundromat. It's my favorite laundromat there. Also, I think there's a Chevron and there's an Arco that has good showers. And there's another place. At some point, I'll have to put them down. Max knows where they are, but there's a beauty shop that offers like for five. She was offering $5 showers. So there's going to be showers there. Just ask around. When you get there, ask around who's offering the best showers. It's going to change year by year. And I haven't been there for 2 years. So there you go. And I am in a Honda CRV with an SUV tent and a small two-man tent. City camping is tricky. It's tricky for me as I have a year-old golden retriever. Any info would be appreciated. Oh, that's fine. I mean, you can, if you're going to Quartzsite, I know you're talking about Quartzsite, that's no problem whatsoever. You can leave your little small two-man tent out, and that will reserve your space when you go into town. City camping, no, you're going to have enough room on BLM land. Okay. I've named them before. And once you get there, if you don't remember all of this, that's fine because there's going to be people that will remember it for you. People that go to Quartzsite, usually they know what's going on. And you've always got the RTR that you can check in there and walk in and ask questions there. But there's Plamosa Road, and then there's High Jolly, there's Dome Rock, there's Skadden Wash, and I think there's one called Roadrunner, which I've never been to before. So you're going to have enough BLM. Oh my gosh. You're not, you don't have to do any city dwelling, okay? So there's that. Here's a little book promo for you, okay? Real quick. I've got 3 books and it goes with what's going on right now. I've got The Simple Christian Life, I've got Come Soon, Come Quickly, and I've got Messy Me, Mighty God, and they're all on Amazon. And I'm going to leave the links in the comments. I'll pin it and in descriptions. They're really good. It's with what's going on today. Here's a really good letter. It's from Sherry Forrest. She says, I'm 70 and also live in my van, going on 4 years now. That's great. And it's gone fast. Yeah, the time goes fast. Listen to this, everybody. I feel healthier since living this way. It's the truth. I lost about 10 pounds the first month. Well, okay, 5 pounds the first, and by 2 months living in my minivan, I had lost 10 pounds. It's just a way of life. You eat healthier and you're more active. It's really cool. And she says, I have more money living this way. Me too. Um, I can go and do whatever I want. And it's an awesome life. Until you actually do it, you don't understand how freeing it is, but it really is. And Sherry's realized it along with hundreds and thousands of people. She says, unfortunately, there are people who don't understand it. They are comfortable and secure with their convenience of a house and staying put. Yeah. Well, I will mention my lifestyle now after 8 years. I kind of like stay put too. I'm not in a house, I'm in my van, but it's convenient for me and I kind of stay put. I don't do a lot of traveling. And because I'm writing so much, I'm spending a lot of time in my minivan. This is my home. I'm Minivan Lee, if you're new. And I've lived in my minivan for 8.5 years. And I used to travel a lot in the beginning. I've gone back and forth across the country, back and forth 4 times in 8 years. But now I stay put. I do Flagstaff in the summer and Tucson in the winter or Quartzsite. I'll probably go to Quartzsite this winter for a little while, not for a long time. So, yeah, thank you for sharing that with everybody. It really is true. Okay, this is a very important one. This is from Whirlwind. Hi. Hi, Lee. I just found your videos. Thank you for making them. I'm going to have to go to my van to live. It's a reality for a lot of people, everybody. Young, old, middle-aged, Gen X, millennials, Gen Z, boomers. Yeah. I don't think there's any what do they call it, the silent generation still out here, but maybe. She says, "Can you tell me please how you find places to camp that are safe and where do you sleep?" Well, okay, this is a big, big question, and I'm going to be as honest as possible. This is something that you're going to have to kind of figure out for yourself for the most part. I can help you a little bit, and I have videos. I'm going to leave them at the end of the video, and it gives you a clue, okay, of what you can do. But here's a reality: you are going to have to experience it. It's just the way it is. This was told to me in the beginning also. And I didn't like the answer. I thought, well, that's kind of like, that's not very nice. But then I did realize it is true. You're going to have to experiment with it. But I want you to go into it, okay, without fear because you're not going to die. You're not going to go to jail. You're not, you're not going to starve. You're not going to suffer. If you're in the wrong place, what they're going to do is they're not going to knock on your window or yeah. They're going to knock on your they're probably going to be this window. They're going to knock on it and you roll down the window. Don't roll it down all the way, just roll down the window a little bit and they'll probably just tell you, you can't are you going to sleep here? You can't park here. Now, if it's private property and it's during the day, I can understand they might ask you to leave. But if it's public property and it's during the day, you have every right to sit there. Usually it's from what they say, well, usually it's from anywhere from 10 at night or midnight to like 6 a.m. Those are the times they don't want you to legally park there at night. Um, those are the hours. But if it's during the day, it's no big deal. You have a right to park. I mean, unless it says no parking, or it's actually somebody's driveway and it's private property. But if it's sitting on a street that it's okay to park, it's okay. Now, you're going to have to learn this and you're going to have to be brave and courageous, right? Courage is doing something you might be afraid to do it, but you do it anyways. That's called courage. That's called bravery. A hero will do something even if they're afraid to do it. They have fear, but they do it anyways. Okay, I'm going to leave those videos at the end for you, and I want you to watch them. I have 2 or 3 of them that are really, really good, and it gives you the points. But you can park as long as you're not pulling a big trailer behind you. You can park in neighborhoods. Don't go high end and don't go real low end. Go somewhere in the middle. And if a house has a wall around it, which in Arizona, a lot of them do, if you have if there's a wall around a house or a fence, just park. That's a good place to park on the street. Just make sure that the signs say that it's okay to park there. Okay. And park, like, don't park in front of the door. Park sort of in between maybe 2 houses. You'll get it. It's going to become it'll become just natural for you after a while. And once you start doing it, it's going to become logical to say, well, yeah, try to think of yourself as a homeowner. What would bother you the most? Okay, if somebody parked near your home, what would bother you the most? Just go with that. Okay. Now, you said finding camping spots. Well, you can go on recreation.gov to look for campgrounds. One was called Public Lands, yes, because BLM land is public lands, Bureau of Land Management. And then another one was Campodium. An overlander, there's a bunch of them out there. I don't use them. I don't really travel as much anymore. When I traveled, I would find campsites, I would find rest stops, to sleep overnight while I'm traveling. And I just do city life so much now. I'm a little bit different. But you know what? A lot of us, especially females, a lot of us do the city life, parking. We find places to park during the day that, I mean, we can. And then at night, we find our special places. And a lot of people don't like to reveal where they park at night, just like me, because, you don't want somebody bothering you. Here's a cool letter. I really enjoyed this. It's from Ing, Ing Welsh. Okay. You know who you are. You may live another 20 years. Well, I do believe I will. I'm 72. And I've always thought, yeah, I got another 20 years, maybe 25. I have longevity in my family line. Yeah. My grandfather lived to be just shy of 99, and my father lived to be 96. No, what? Sorry, 94. So I have longevity, and I've taken care of my body very well. I've exercised and eat right, and have a good positive attitude. You say I'm 82 and would feel perfectly comfortable your way. I was at Quartzsite and enjoyed it. I became more limber while sleeping in the car for 2 weeks. Exactly. That was what my first uh, commenter had said. Yeah, it's so true. You just have to experience it to really realize how healthy this lifestyle is. And then she goes on, one of my daughters was afraid for me, but I told her, what's the difference whether I die here or there? Yeah, well, you're not going to die. You sound like you sound like a real whippersnapper. Yeah, 82 years old. Kudos, you're 10 years older than me. And we could be sisters, actually. So this is some of the letters I found to be very important. I wanted to share with you. Now, I do have the book, How to Live in a Minivan, the Minivan Lee Way, and it's on Amazon. It's not expensive, and it tells everything about van life. All the little detailed things. It's really an encyclopedia for any. It says how to live in a minivan, but it's really for any size. The one thing I don't discuss is RV maintenance, like dumping gray water and black water. I don't know anything about that. I've never owned an RV, but I'll tell you, it's got a lot to do with pets, domicile, mail, gadgets, um, just anything, like even being courteous on the road. And when you're finding how to find BLM land, things like that. Yeah. So it is a really good encyclopedia, a reference for van life. Yeah, for travelers. Now, coming up, we're going to have a lot of people who are snowbirds that are going to be coming to Arizona, and they're going to be bringing their RVs and their fifth wheels. And I just think that's great. In Quartzsite, if you're going to end up there, there's so many different people that are going to end up, and you're going to meet so many people, different areas, different class systems, and you're going to see the variety of people who love to wander around. We love to travel, don't we? It's going to be great fun. I'm so glad that winter is here now. Oh, the winter season. And well, we're this close, or I should say, I'm this close to a winter season. A lot of you, if you're living in houses, you're excited about autumn. I include, to me, autumn basically is still sort of attached to summer and then autumn, and then hits winter for me, winter and spring. I'm so glad you like to spend a little bit of time with me every day. I do have my morning videos now I've been doing. They're shorter, and it's just a little chit chat in the morning. And this is mainly for my very loyal, my family, my very loyal viewers. And I appreciate you all. I appreciate all of you. So if you'd like to get just a little bit of a encouragement, a message, I try to do like a encouraging, positive message in the morning. You know, they're there. Look for them in the morning. Okay, everybody. I love you. I will see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow morning, a lot of you. And I'll have a little message for you, and we'll continue on with van life and life itself. You know, it's really all attached. I mean, I live in a minivan, right? But um, this is just life for me after 8 years. I don't know any different. I forget what it's like living in a house, actually. Yeah. Okay. So tomorrow, everybody, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up and leave a comment if you haven't yet. Okay. Bye, everybody.